We're 30. One. We're 30. So this is about the past decade. We're 31. Wow, I just had a birthday. But I'm gonna do the 20s, right? So I'm gonna do my entire 20s just so I can walk through and see what it was like. So I'm gonna be featuring pictures, from the past decade. Let's do it. Let's see. I was gonna do this for my last birthday and then I didn't, so we're gonna do it for this birthday. We're gonna do it before 2022. Right before we slid in there on the cusp. So let's do it. Okay, so 2010, I was walking into my 20s without my mom, but with the love and support of my family, friends. It was a year of being fearless, and it was really hard. In this picture, you can see me and my brother, and we don't talk now, but we didn't talk then. This is one of those things, everybody got that sibling, right? But anyway, we were gonna take family photos before my mom passed, but we didn't. So we took family photos afterwards. They were very melodramatic and sad, so. But it was good because I have these memories always with my brother, so that's nice. But 2010 was all about being fearless. 2011, okay, let's see what photo this is. I turned 21 in London and it opened up my mind, man. Okay, so these photos are a lot of fun. I think it was a great time. I got to go with my college best friend, Cindy, and we lived, okay, very poorly because we had no money. But we were studying abroad, so it was okay because everything in the program was fun. So we had housing, we had food, kind of, in the mornings that I carried for lunch, and we walked everywhere. I shed like 60 pounds. It was a great time. Man, we had so much fun. Yes. It was getting out of your comfort zone. I had never been out of the country. And so, little girl from the hood, it was abroad, it changed my life. Because I love to travel, and that really solidified my love for international travel too. So, yeah, that was exciting. Let's see, 2012 was all about college friends and being myself. I was discovering who I was, but that's what this was. So this picture is when I was an RA. That was so much fun. We had so much fun as an RA. Oh my gosh. I am nosy, right? I am nosy. So as an RA, I got to do what I do best. Ask a lot of questions, enforce a lot of rules. Yeah, I did enforce rules. So that was so much fun. It was a good time. Let's see. Oh, and I had these amazing suite mates, and we always got together and we celebrated things. So we celebrated my birthday, and that was a lot of fun. I really, really enjoyed it. It was a good time. It was a good time. And my hair was spiky and fabulous. Okay, so 2013. 2013 was all about adulting and being lost. And I mean spiritually. I was lost. So in 2010, when I lost my mom, I kind of became like this super Christian, right? I really was invested in my faith. I stop going to parties, stop drinking, stop, right? Like nothing. It was nothing, you know? And I was really sold out on that. Well, by the time 2013 hit, I had been single, I had been waiting, I had been faithful, you know, and I was lost. I was struggling. I had graduated from college and I didn't know where to go, what to do. So I, you know, had this internship in New York and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. But I was broke, y'all. So ended up not doing that and went to St. Louis and was lost. That's the best way I could put it. I was lost, y'all. I was lost. You know, yep. I was still spiky though. My hair is still spiky. It was spiky and fabulous. And what else can I say? I don't know. But I had a style, a vibe, you know, and this is what it was. So 2013. Whew, struggling. All right, 2014, I was in 3 plays and I was acting my heart out and I was discovering poetry in new ways, and this is really that. So that was a lot of fun, and I made some new friends in the theater world, and that's when I met my girl. We started kicking it and having fun and being silly all the time. Love her so much. This is my girl Shonda. She's an actress. She killing the game. Yeah. Anyway, so we had so much fun, and it was cool because it was like, I don't know, it's like meeting someone who's very similar to yourself and you're like, hey, we could just, I don't know, dance and kick it and have fun. So that's what we did. We danced, we kicked it, we had fun. It was so good. All right, 2015, I was in the dark and I was finding my story. So this is when I launched my one-woman show, and it was the first time I had done so, but I was also in this very dark place. I was in this terrible situationship, which is a relationship in itself, you know, an entanglement, shall we say. So that's what that year was. Yeah, y'all. So I was still trying to figure my story out. I was looking a lot at my past to look at my future. Doing my one-woman show really let me explore that. Yeah. So that's all I can say about that year. Okay, 2016, I started breaking free and finding poetry and doing my glow up period. You know, I was really loving this eyeliner. And you know, I had my poetry team and we were killing the game. Not winning, but killing it while we were doing it. Not winning though. Yeah, and I was kind of just feeling myself, kind of finding what my style was, what I wanted to wear, how I was gonna find myself again. And yeah, so that's what 2016 was me just flourishing and being me. I also went through a very large period of smoking, very heavily. I smoked so much, I still feel that, you know. I'm just saying. But I had a glow up. Like, you know, there's very clearly this picture where that was back when I was in middle school. Don't even, who's that girl? Anyway, so yeah, I had a glow up, you know. I was finding my stride, my pretty, you know, my glow in me, in who I is, and how I looks. So that was cool. Yeah, and then 2017, let's see, I can't do this alone. So this is when I realized the importance of having other people, having your village around you. Man, that was 2017 to a T. I could not do it by myself. So this is my awesome team. We look good, y'all. This is one of my favorite pictures of us. Look good. And also I had my birthday. So this was my birthday where it was amazing. We went on this awesome carriage ride. We had a carriage all to ourselves and we looked at the Christmas lights in Winter Wonderland. And it was great. We had our wine and our drinks, and we went out for Mexican food afterwards. It was just great. And my peoples came out, and I realized the importance of my love language, which is quality time. I love spending time with other people. You know, a lot of these photos, these memories, I'm not like by myself, you know, except for my dark face. It's alone. But after that, like, you know, this is when the moment it solidified for me that I am all about quality time and being with my people. So that birthday was amazing. Anyway, I loved it so much. It was great. Let's see. 2018 was all about traveling, friends, and family. It was just a good time. So this is when we went to Martinique. Je m'appelle Sahara. J'ai jeûné de Martinique avec mon ami et mon frère. So I went to Martinique with my brother and my best friend, and it was a great time. We met some wonderful people. We still need to send them postcards. Yeah, and a gift, and maybe several letters. Anyway, we met some wonderful people who loved on us and showed us around. We had the best Airbnb host ever, because he took us around Le Demont, which is where we stayed. We did not have a car, so we were walking everywhere, so drunk. I'm not gonna lie, but it was such a God trip, because my best friend, how I met her is just Dara. Y'all probably seen her a lot in some of my videos. We work out together, we bike together, we travel together. Yeah, so how that worked out was I had probably met her like 2 weeks before, and I had a really good God moment. I didn't know Martinique existed, none of that, you know, and then God was like, hello, Martinique, you should travel, you know, and I was like, oh, snap, okay, I gotta go with my brother. And then I was talking to Dara, I was like, let's go on a trip. She's like, yeah, let's book tickets. I'm like, okay, when? Now. Whoa, okay. Let's do it. So we had so much fun. It was so beautiful, man. It was so beautiful. It was just a good ass time. So we loved it. We had so much fun. It was such a God trip. It was, and everything was wrong with me. Like, my body was falling apart, but it was such a good time. Okay. Let's see. 2019 was all about me finding my footing, and 2019 was all about me finding my footing and being myself to the max. So this picture is, of course, me at work, doing my library thing and having a blast, loving that I get to work in the library and work with teens and do these amazing things. So that's when I was at the St. Louis Public Library. It was cool. It was cool. And I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it and just had a complete blast. And then I was able to go with some youth to Vegas, and you know, I was basically like playing Den Mother with co-coaching with another phenomenal coach, Paul Tran. Amazing person, amazing human being, just really phenomenal at what they do, phenomenal writer, just phenomenal performer, phenomenal coach, you know. So I was really just being a support system for those kiddos out in Vegas, and they were being the best selves, and so I got to be my best self. You know, they were being free and uninhibited, and I realized I could be uninhibited, and it was just amazing. So loved it so much. It was such a good time. And of course, you know, we went to Mexico. So that was fun. I went with Dara. It was a good time. Even though Mexico was a terrible time. My stomach hurt real bad. I drank the water, y'all. I ate raw fish. It was a problem. Her stomach's strong. My stomach weak. My stomach's real weak. My stomach was so weak. But she was good. So we had fun with that. It was a good time. And then 2020, I arrived. Right? I arrived. I was where I needed to be, baby. 2020 2020 was all about, like, I don't know, just arriving and being and accomplishing, you know. I was able to be jump rope sis, you know. I was able to see y'all and hang out with y'all, and it's been a fun time. And just make a music video about being dirty 30. Went to Puerto Rico. It was so much fun. Yeah, so it was just a good time. You know, 2020, amazing. So I guess I have to get past the decades of my 20s, right? And now talk about 2021. Because as y'all know, I took a big long break. More on that in my next video. But I took a big long break, and I was able to kind of like realize a whole bunch of things. I bought a car this year. I like moved to a whole new state this year. I got a whole new job this year. I've been in grad school. Like, it's been a whole journey, and it's been really amazing. And along the way, one thing that stays consistent is my family and my friends are my support system. Even though I live in this new state by myself, they are still constantly my support system, you know, and the distance hurts. But it is also amazing because they still show up, show out, and are there for me. And I can't ask for anything better. I'm not gonna get emotional, but I couldn't ask for anything better. You know, I have really great people in my life, and I would not trade them for anything. Okay, so 2021 has been an amazing year. Okay, it's been amazing. It's been an amazing year. And that's, you know, the past decade and some. I guess I have to say and some because the last 2 years really weren't in the decade I was trying to talk about. But my 20s was fun. I enjoyed. I learned a lot in my 20s. It was a great time. It was a fun time. It was a trying time. It was a learning season, which means all of that time I spent my 20s and some without my mom, which is really hard. And some days it's easier, some days it's sad. And I know, like, this is a season where people are losing a whole bunch of people, whether it's just people go away, no longer in your life, this isn't their season in your life, or they might have passed away, you know. And so that's hard. That can be very, very hard. And even sitting here today, all these years later, I realized how much I've grown, but it was just me and my mom, you know? So that is difficult. It is difficult. She was my best friend. She was my baby, you know? I talked about that before. But I've really been able to discover who I am, what I love, who I love, and get to live that fearlessly. And all of these steps along the way, these travels, these journeys, these friendships, these fams and family, you know, people who are blood and people who aren't, like, I've just been able to really learn and solidify who I am. So this upcoming year for 2022, you know, I always think it's my new year already when my birthday, but my birthday is so close to the end of the year that it's always like, are you celebrating your birthday as a new year or just the new year? And it's both. Okay, it's both. Why does it have to be either or? Anyway, so my word for the year is pause and cultivate. So I am for sure certain who I am. I know who I am, and spiritually, I know who I am in God. I know whose daughter I am, you know, I know whose I am, and I know what my vision for myself is, and I also know what it isn't. And I think at this point it is great to say that I am just cultivating who I am, right? And living the lifestyle that I would like to live in the best way that I can. So that's working on some things like stewardship, that's working on service, that's working on discipline, you know, and consistency and being committed, you know, all of those big heavy words, having patience. Woo, I can do all of those things, and I think it's just cultivating it more, right? We're always growing, we're always doing more. So that's what I'm taking this next year to do. Really cultivating myself and taking all the things that I learned in my 20s. It really created a strong foundation. My mentor, love my mentor. He works with a nonprofit at Herb Arts. Oh, yes, he's the co-founder of Herb Arts, actually. But anyway, he said it best. He was like, lay the foundation in your 20s for your 30s so that way you can stand on it. And so that's what I'm doing. I am standing on the foundation that I have laid, you know, even though that means maybe not carrying some of those things with me and maybe just remembering them, you know, but I'm still cultivating and defining, and we're getting there, y'all. So I'm excited. If you all enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, you know, subscribe, y'all, subscribe. And I look forward to seeing y'all with these real talks, these real moments. Okay? I hope you all have a wonderful new year. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. And I'll see y'all soon.